everyone, this is Alison from girlstennisacademy.com and welcome to this video. Today I wanted to share with you some information that I passed on to one of the questions that were asked of me in the Facebook page, and that was, Alison, how do I get respect from players? Well, this is what I answered, and so I thought I'd just share it with you, because what I do when I get the kids together before a lesson is I basically get them all together in a circle. I say hello to them, I welcome them there, because when they're coming, especially from school, you know, they can be very scattered, they can be exhausted, they can be a bit tired. So what I do is I find very, very effective is to get them there and actually look at each one of them and say hello. And once I do that, there's a connection straight away. Then the kids see that they can see you too. And immediately that's a connection that you're establishing with them straight away. The next part is I just remind them of the agreements for this particular lesson. And one of them is always listen to your coach when given instructions, for safety reasons as well. And so once I establish that, I'm bringing them into a present time moment, so they're very aware of where they are. They're on the tennis court, they've got their rackets, and now they're listening to some instructions. The next one is don't hurt yourself or others. And once I do that, they become aware that, oh yes, you know, I have a racket in my hand, I'm around other people. It helps them to take more control of their body. Another one is ask them, is it okay with you that you have a lot of fun? And of course, I love that one. And that's a really good one to establish with them. So just simple little agreements, and I'm sure there's some others that you would add as well. And there are many more that I do as well. But I think those are just an example of 3 of them that I do before we actually start a lesson. It doesn't take very long, but it's a very important part of the lesson before you get into it, because it just, again, establishes you as the authority for that lesson. It's not superiority, it's just authority. So the kids can see that you are willing to take control and you are asking them to have a certain level of behavior. And I think that's really important. So it's like having lines on a tennis court. You know what's in and you know what's out. And I think this really works well with children, because then they know exactly what's expected of them. And because of that, they have a lot more fun. The lesson moves really quickly and really smoothly, because you don't have any resistance and you're not fighting against any negative energy, because you've got them all in alignment. You've got their agreement. So if they start to fall out of line, you can remind them and say, did you remember that agreement you made at the beginning of the lesson? Not allowed to hurt yourself and you're allowed to hurt each other. Oh yes, that's right. So that really helps handle any situations that may come up. And because of that, I very rarely, if any, I'd have to remember right now if there was any situation where I have children who really get into any serious problems or issues with each other, or whether they hurt themselves they might fall over, but it's not an issue where it's a serious injury. Because by establishing these agreements on a conscious level at the beginning of a lesson, it really unites all of the kids together, and it unites you with them. They establish the fact that you're the authority person on the court, which you also need to establish anyway, because as a tennis coach, you need to make sure that they do know that you are there and that you are the authority and you're willing to take control. Parents also want to know that you're willing to take control too. It's nothing worse than seeing kids running around a court crazy and the coach not being able to take control. So as I mentor other coaches, these are some of the things that I take them through. And have found over many years, this is just a really stable point of view to adopt. And everybody wins, because the lesson runs smoothly, the kids get a lot more out of their lesson, they see their improvement. So they get their quick wins, they get their fast results, and of course they leave their lesson loving tennis and wanting to come back for more. So that's my answer for that particular question, which is great. And if you too have any questions that you'd like me to answer or get any feedback on, feel free to send them through. Write them in the comments box on this video page, or send me an email. I'm very happy to hear them and very happy to receive them. I love answering them, and I would love to hear from you. So thank you. That's it for me, and I'll hear from you soon. Bye for now.